right, y'all. We got to talk about it, man. We're going to jump straight into it. Video needs no introduction. Y'all already see what the title of the video is, right? Now, I've been seeing a lot of people on TikTok do videos about quitting smoking, right? It's almost like a trend. It's almost like a trend. Some of them seem not really genuine. You know, a lot of people just jump on trends just to get views and randomly talk about not smoking weed no more. But, some of the ones I found that I just want y'all to hear is, ones I thought that were genuine just from regular people. You know what I'm saying? I think this might be my third video, maybe even fourth, talking about weed, right? And it's something, I make a point to talk about, you know, definitely alcohol as well. Um, but weed for sure, right? Because myself, it was something I struggled with, damn near from being a teenager. I think I may have started at 13 or 14, all the way up until 3 years ago. Haven't smoked weed, touched it, nothing in 3 years. And it's not something where, I mean, I've been around people, plenty of people who smoke. It's not even something where, like, oh, I need to force myself not to be around it, so on and so on. It's completely out of my mind. It's out of my body. It's out of my heart. There's no crave for it. 3 years. And I've never been a drinker. Never been a drinker. I think the last time I even had a mixed drink was probably like 2.5 years ago, right? Not even a beer or nothing. I've just never been a drinker. I don't have a problem with that. Like, weed was my biggest problem. And, for a lot of people, it's the same way. Weed affects you in the same way. But in this video, um, I just wanted to show some of these normal people who are wanting to stop smoking weed. It's like everybody is kind of getting on the same accord because weed has changed so much. And I think what it is a lot of us, we're around the same age. We're kind of from the same generation who are about done with it. You know, the younger kids today, they didn't experience the weed that we experienced. We experienced mid, we experienced, dro. We experienced weed that gave you a natural high feeling. Everything was funny. You felt energetic. You wanted to smoke with your friends. You putting five on it. It was just a different time of smoking. And now weed has become crack. Now it's become something where you get high for like, because when I was smoking 3 years ago, it's the same thing, same weed as now. You get high for like 40 minutes, real intense, and then you want to smoke again. It's literally the new crack, and it has you stuck. It puts you in a state where you like constantly having anxiety, you are paranoid, you feeling feelings that you never felt when you used to smoke 5 to 10 years ago. And some of us became that person we used to look at 5 to 10 years ago, like, yo, what the hell wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? I don't feel paranoid when I smoke. I don't feel this when I smoke. Oh no, it's the strand that you smoke that's making you feel that way. No, the general consensus today, more people is feeling, you know, anxiety, being paranoid, being more stuck, being more serious and shit when they smoke, then it's not as free no more. It don't give you that free feeling that you used to have, right? The reason I wanted to show this is just to show that, normal people are feeling this same way because more people now are experiencing the heart issues and shit and the anxiety. And I'm not meaning like heart issues or something is wrong with your heart, but people are feeling the racing heart sensation a lot more than what it used to be. A lot of folks going to the hospital off of panic attacks and anxiety attacks because they heart racing and they felt like they was finna have a heart attack off the weed, right? Let's just listen to
I
one real
love
quick.
smoking, but sometimes that shit be a fucking hassle. Like, now it's hindering me from the family time. Now it's actually starting to become true when people say, oh, you get lazy. Yeah, I get lazy after I smoke. Now, I used to be real active. When I was a young nigga, yeah, I smoked and I want to do shit. But now I don't. The old age might be kicking in because once I roll that up and I go sit down, I don't want to get up. I don't want to damn near leave the house again. I even got messier with it now. I just ash everywhere, putting it out on shit. Like, if you're gonna be a smoker, at least be a clean smoker. That messy smoking just make it like a terrible experience. Then the smell. Like, I used to be really in love with the smell of weed. Like, oh man, I like smelling like crib. But nah, you know, I don't even want to smell like that shit all the time. It's so difficult to be a smoker nowadays. And I want to quit, but this shit's so fucking hard. I want to quit, but you motherfuckers be pissing me off. And
It's kind of like the effects of getting older, because I be finding myself being the same way now, not being a smoker. When I smell all that shit on people, it's like, you stink, bro. You stink, man. And I know that used to be me. You know what I'm saying? Like, after you smoke, you stink. You know what I'm saying? Like, the smell of smoke when you rolling it up, you smoking, you be like, yeah, damn, that shit smell crazy. But afterwards, you stink, bruh. You stink. And this new shit is like, you are becoming lazy. Like, I know it's gonna be people jump in the comments and be like, they don't get lazy, they don't do this, but you coping, bro. You just coping. Truthfully, this is a video to motivate people more to stop smoking weed, because for me, I went through the withdrawals. I received, like, y'all gotta understand something, bro. I received blessings in my life for stop smoking weed, because we all have things that we know we need to give up. We all have vices we know are holding us back from certain things in our lives. Even if it's not weed, you know what you need to stop doing. Like I said, it don't have to be weed. Maybe it's alcohol. Maybe it's not even a drug. Maybe you watch too much porn. Maybe you masturbate too much. Maybe you lust too much. There is something in your life that you know you need to stop doing, that when you do stop doing it, you're going to open up more doors. That was the same for me. Like, I want to give my testament to it as well, because 6 months after I stopped smoking, I got one of the biggest blessings in my life. 6 months after I stopped smoking. And I knew, and it was something that God took away from me before. And I knew when I got it back, God was like, here, son, you did something for yourself. You did something for me. You sacrificed something that's been holding you back your entire life. And you knew it. I used to sit there and be smoking in my garage. And I'd be like, bro, I need to stop smoking, while I'm just smoking a whole fat ass blunt. And then later that night, I'm rolling up another one. And that thought process is gone. And just earlier, I was feeling like I needed to stop. But later on that night, I wasn't even feeling that way no more. And I got tired of that process. And then here comes the anxiety. I've never been a person to have anxiety. Never been a person to have anxiety. Got to a point where I had to be put on Lexapro because it entered into my life. It wasn't just around smoking and stuff no more. I got to a point where um it started to affect me on the daily. I had to be on a antidepressant, like a small milligram. But I'm trying to be transparent and tell y'all the truth here. It brought things into my life that I had never felt before, y'all. Never felt before. And I used to be one of them people that didn't understand what anxiety was. Like, I'd be like, bro, what? You tripping? Like, you one of them weird people. You know what I'm saying? You got anxiety. Like, but once that shit entered my life, and it just wasn't around smoking, or, being in the car smoking, getting nervous and getting all tense and heart fucking pounding, it became normal, bro. Like, even after I stopped, I was still experiencing the anxiety, because you start to realize, and you do your research, it's starting to affect certain nerves. And the biggest nerve that it affects is the vagus nerve, or the vagus nerve, however you say it, right? And we know, you know, your vagus nerve, it carries the signals between your brain, your heart, and your digestive system. And sometimes This is where you get that feeling of your heart racing. It's not just the weed entering your bloodstream, you know, quicker than usual or something like that, right? It's affecting the nerve that controls your heart rate, bro. That's the vagus nerve. And it gives you a sense that you're about to have a heart attack, but you're not. But what you're doing is you killing that fight or flight sensation that that nerve provides. So like this is kind of like the real, you know, fact behind why you start to feel the sensation of your heart racing and why you start to have anxiety that you never had is because the smoke, the weed, the THC is directly affecting this nerve, which is one of the most important nerves in the body because it carries senses. It controls some motor functions and some sensory functions. So it's very important. Mostly um, affects your heart rate, your digestive system. So if you think about it, it probably, I'm not sure on this, I'm not the most versed in this, but it probably is also one of the reasons why you can't eat when you're not high and you get so hungry when you are high because of that nerve being stimulated or being the opposite, right? Just something to know of what you are affecting when you smoke. So when people be like, "Oh, you know, weed don't affect your health and this and that," it does because you're not supposed to. When I stopped smoking, my heart never raced again. Never, it never raced again. Like I had that shit where I'd be smoking a blunt, then out of nowhere, boy, I feel like I need to call 911 and go to the hospital, bro.
I know I made that video about weed not too long ago, but I think I'm done with that shit, man. Y'all can have this shit. This shit is really a drug now. This shit ain't no plant that God grew out the earth no more. This shit, they ain't turned this shit to something else. I
Hey, buddy, right? I told you this shit is crack now. Remember when people be like, nah, weed ain't no drug? Buddy, like, nah, this shit a drug now. It's really a drug. It is not the same. We ain't even got into the discussion of what, we actually smoking more controlled, more tainted, more sprayed. You know what I'm saying? This is not the same weed, y'all. This ain't mid. This ain't the popcorn mid that we had when I was a teenager, bro. This it not even the gas. This ain't we called it loud back then before it became za. The original Kush. Like, it's not that no more, bro. My bad. Let's get back into this. My bad.
about weed not too long ago, but I think I'm done with that shit, man. Y'all can have this shit. This shit is really a drug now. This shit ain't no plant that God grew out the earth no more. This shit, they ain't turned this shit to something else. I knew it was gonna be something when they made this shit legal though. You know what I'm saying? I miss when you get high, you just be hungry, you got the munchies, you wanna watch cartoons and shit. I miss them type of highs. That fun high. This shit, this high, I be getting high and I just be stuck. This shit be having me stuck thinking about what life gonna be like when I'm 35. I'm thinking about, I don't wanna think about no serious shit. That's the whole point of me getting high. I don't want none of that shit. Don't pass me no blunt. Don't pass me no roach. Don't pass me no duck, joint, doobie, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't want that shit.
And here's the biggest thing, bro. Do you not want blessings, bro? Do you not want to grow? Look, you don't need weed to operate and be the same person you are with the weed. Everything you do around weed, like say you like going to do a certain thing, or you like, these certain feelings that you get, you watch certain shit, you go and do certain things with weed, bro, you can do that same thing without weed. You just have to rewire your brain. That was something I had to teach myself. But y'all act like you don't want no blessings in life. You act like God is not watching you every single day. You already know what you want. You lying to yourself. You lying to God. You're not willing to change. You don't understand when you do change. You invite an entire new being into your life. Look, there's phases in life. You are this person who is smoking weed. Once you stop, once you graduate, you come out of that spell, you come out of that addiction, You know what I'm saying? Because it is. It's a drug now. It's crack, bro. It's the new crack. The CIA have found a way to make it more, it's disguised as weed now. It's like, okay, cool. Everybody want to smoke weed. We're going to change a few things. And this is going to be the new crack. If they not going to smoke crack, that era is over with. Them dumbass niggas already did that. That's done with. That was their daddies and their mamas and shit. You know what I'm saying? That was my daddy. Real shit. My daddy was crack era. He hit that crack, and now the system tried to get me, but I broke that. I broke that. I don't do none of that. I'm sober every single day. Every day, bro. People walking around high off perks, weed, you drunk, bro. We not we ain't even got into the demons that you were letting in your life. Come on, bro. Every day I'm sober. Every single day, bro. And I'm perfectly fine. I'm working. I'm grinding. I'm seeing things I've never seen. You're going to save so much money. My account grew. My credit grew. Everything grew. My life entered another chapter. It's like I went into another dimension, bro. Life just opened up. God said, cool. Now you know what it means to sacrifice something that your flesh, craves. You were able to overcome your flesh. I don't watch corn. I don't masturbate. Those two things, it's been close to 2 years. And that was something I could not say back then, but I have entered another like realm when it comes to my body, my fleshly desires. I think I still, struggle with some lust and stuff, but that's something that we all, kind of have to tame. It's not as easy as other things because it's very mental. But regardless, like I said, I'm trying to be transparent with y'all because, no nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect, but I have done these things. And when I tell this stuff to people, they think I'm lying, bro. They think I'm lying. Like, I'm not lying. I'm just, I'm so far over here to, where I don't have none of that stuff in my heart no more. It's not in my heart. So once you hit that level, and God see that you put this in your heart, he will help you. You pray to stop smoking weed, to stop doing whatever vice you have connected to you. Once it's in your heart, God will guide you to where you need to be. It will be gone. It will be like you never even smoked because it's out of there. That's the power of God. He'll make you feel brand new. Brand new, bro. He gonna wash you. Gonna give you one of them good godly baths, bro. You never gonna feel that want again, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Day 51 knows it's been a lot of changes. Man, I done saved so much money, young. If I told y'all wouldn't even believe me, boy. That's how much I was using. Um, I'm thinking way clearer, speech is clear, problem solving skills on a level 10, top tier. My breathing has gotten better. I ain't got too much mucus anymore. Well, at all. Like, that smoker's cough is gone. What else? I'm actually, like, all my relationships, I'm working towards. I'm working on them. Like, I'm actually reaching out to people more. At first, when I was, using, I was always thinking, like, oh, if they ain't reaching out to me, then that ain't work. Man, you gotta reach out to people too and build relationships. You never know what people are going through. You might have to be the light in their life, man. So that's getting better. I'm motivating people. I always been that motivator though. I always been that one to be in somebody's ear like, man, you can do it. But I'm also doing it for myself as well. And yeah.
That's true though. It definitely affect relationships and everything. Helps once you stop, you just see things clearer. You're able to communicate. You're able to breathe. Your lungs is repairing itself. It takes time. I saw somebody say they stopped smoking for 15 days and they ain't feel no difference. Like, bro, you've been smoking years. You still got weed in your system after 15 days. You still have THC in your system. You still have all this stuff clouding your lungs. takes a long time for, all those organs to actually start realizing that it's finna reverse that process, build them new cells, get you back right. Takes a while, you know what I'm saying? Something you really have to commit to. And the most important is committing to your health, man. Forget anything else. We want to live long. There's so much out here, so much opportunity, so much money to be made, so many relationships to thrive on, bro. We want to live, bro. We want to live. God gave us the greatest gift of all. It ain't money, it ain't clothes, it ain't cars. God gave us life, and to experience life is beautiful out here. It's earth. We want to live, we want to experience stuff. So even if it comes down to weed, you know, we want to live, bro. Think about what I told y'all earlier. That vagus nerve, we're affecting things that we don't even know about. I had no idea about this stuff, but I had to find out why I was feeling those kind of ways. Um, yeah, man.
Yo, Cap, bro, this shit really pissing me off, bro. Got my old homie texting me, and I'm telling him how much I like elevated this shit and how much clarity I'm feeling this shit. And this nigga just laughing at me, gang. That shit really showing me like niggas is really like deflecting what they real problem is, bro. That shit is crazy, bro. Like nigga is laughing at me because I'm doing better, gang. That shit, yeah, y'all can have that weed shit, bro. I ain't never coming back, nigga. What the fuck?
See, and I hope he being real because that's the truth. It affect relationships, and certain groups of people, certain friends, they don't want to see you doing better than them, bro. They don't want to be like, oh, you stopping smoking weed, you ain't hanging no more, you ain't doing certain shit. Because when you stop smoking and you got friends who smoke, unless y'all really locked in like that, y'all not gonna hang with each other. Like real friends, y'all gonna kick it regardless and shit, cause y'all, your connection on a deeper level. But if you got them homies where y'all just meet up to smoke, do certain things around weed and shit, lazy, ain't making no money, ain't doing nothing, no progress is being had, they gonna look at you funny, bro, because you trying to change. They gonna look at you funny, and that's when you starting to hit, you starting to walk into that other dimension. You entering another realm within your life, within your body, within your mind, within your soul. God taking you another route. And them demons, they don't get down with that, bro. So I'm gonna keep this one short, y'all. Don't want to get on here and just, you know, keep beating on the same points, man. 20 something minute video. Y'all get it. Y'all want to go watch some of these videos for a little motivation. TikTok, YouTube. There's a bunch of them out there about people talking about quitting smoking weed, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this and how y'all been feeling lately. Anxious, heart racing, whatever y'all been having going on. Let me know in the comments, man. It's Black Balloon. And I'm going to see y'all soon, all right? I'm out.